Hi. I have a new Jandy Aquapure 1400. And it is not producing chlorine. I'm getting no error codes, the filter and cell and sensor are clean. I checked the connectors at the board and all seems good. I am at a loss. Any advice?
Hello there and welcome to Just Answer. My name is I will be assisting you today. I am an engineer with over 30 years of electrical and electronic training, repair and installation experience. I will try and answer your question accurately and precisely so that we can get you on your way. I am very familiar with the Aquapure 1400. On the LCD display, does it indicate that the unit is making chlorine? This is usually right above the percentage reading. Also, is the green cell on LED illuminated? Please let me know so that we can continue. Regards, Steve.
Yes and yes.
Okay, how are you testing the chlorine level? With strips or a liquid test kit? Regardless, what is your chlorinic acid level in your pool? This is also known as stabilizer. Please let me know so that we can continue. Regards, Steve.
Take it to local pool store for testing. Cyanuric acid is 90.
Okay, that is a good reading. How long do you run your pump for daily, and what do you have the percentage set to?
9 hours for 36,000 gallon pool, 80%.
Okay. Do this, set the 1400 to 100% either by pressing boost for 10 seconds or simply turning it up to 100%. Wait for 15 minutes, then see if you can get a sample straight from the return pipe. Test that for chlorine and see if any is present. I have a feeling it will be. Please let me know so that we can continue. Regards, Steve.
Where is the return pipe?
Your pool will have a number of outlets where the water is returned to the pool. Typically they are in the pool wall. Get your plastic bottle and put the cap on. Then hold it underwater near the outlet and take the cap off and try and fill the bottle up with water from the outlet. Please let me know so that we can continue. Regards, Steve.
Okay.
Also, if you have a multimeter, we can measure the voltage at the cell. Slightly lift the connector, the one that connects to the 3 prongs of the cell. Set your meter to DC volts. The voltage between the center pin and either outside pin should be between 22 volts and 28 volts DC. Please let me know so that we can continue. Regards, Steve.
Already done that. Reads 28. Boost pool for 15 minutes and tested water from return line. No chlorine.
That is odd. What is your salt level?
3,300. All my chemicals in pool are spot on except chlorine.
Okay, good. It sounds like you know what you are doing. How did you test that water form the outflow? With strips or a liquid test kit? The strips are notoriously bad for this kind of stuff. Any chance you can get that water sample tested at the store? Or do you have a liquid-based test kit?
Have own liquid test kit that I used.
Okay. Well, with no error codes, and 28 volts DC at the cell, and if you're absolutely confident that there is no chlorine present at the outflow, the cell itself has to be bad. You indicated it was clean. I presume you had cleaned it with muriatic acid?
It is not only clean, it is brand new.
Gotcha. Did you replace it because the old cell failed? Monitor your levels twice a day.
But apparently it's not the problem.
How about this? Can you get your water sample from the outflow tested at the store? I'm not doubting your capabilities with your test kit, but this issue really hinges on whether or not you have chlorine being generated, and if you are, then my answer is going to differ from if you are not. Please advise. Steve.
I always get my water tested at store. Last time was this past Friday. We'll do it again, this time from outflow, and let you know.
Okay. I would pick up 10 pounds off shock also, because if the cell is not making chlorine, your pool is going to get cloudy and go green very quickly. It's not expensive and is good to have anyway as a backup. Get that sample tested and let me know. We can go from there. Regards.
Got tested, no chlorine.
Okay. I assume BTW that you are getting a green flow light on the panel? If not, let me know. If you are, open the front cover of the control box and remove the internal cover, 2 screws. This will reveal the transformer and circuit board. Do you have the sensor wire with the small daughter board where it connects to the circuit board?
Flow light is on and already checked all connectors there too. Yes, have sensor wire connected to board. It can only be attached one way too. Yes, have sensor wire connected to BA.
Okay. On that backboard are 3 buttons. R temp, H temp and salinity. Unplug the sensor wire and then please perform this procedure and let me know the results. The manual calls that backboard the front board. Sorry. Thanks. Steve.
Okay, did.
Okay, and the results were as specified in the instructions?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not sure what is going on. Is the cell stuck on reverse flow? I'm thinking of all the things that could be preventing chlorine production.
I have been boosting the cell all night. I checked the water for outflow this morning and only a slight amount of chlorine. The Aquapure is reading, in boost mode, cell on, flow, cell reversing.
If it is reversing, then no chlorine will be produced. The cell is reversing to clean itself. I have seen them get stuck on reversing for hours. Just turn it off at the breaker and try again. It does sound like chlorine is being made. I would also go ahead and shock your pool, get the chlorine and free chlorine levels up and then see if the 1400 can keep up. 36,000 gallons is on the larger side for a single cell. I'll be here.
I already put shock in this morning. As of now, cell reading, cell on, flow on. Now what?
Monitor your levels twice a day. Make sure your pH and alkalinity are kept within acceptable limits, as well as cyanuric acid and of course Cl and Fc. It may take a few days, but I'm confident your Aquapure is working. I'll be here. Steve.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.